Good afternoon, everybody. What's going on? Christian Ballard here, Ballard Sports Media, coming at you on a Tuesday afternoon with, uh, I guess my podcast, the BSM Podcast. And, so, um, we got the Heisman Trophy ceremony tonight, people. Will it be Devontae Smith? Will it be Mac Jones? Will it be Trevor Lawrence? No. No offense to Trevor Lawrence, but I'm sorry. I mean, he did miss a couple games due to COVID, and I mean, they did just lose to Ohio State, and it wasn't even that great. He did not have a good. I'm just gonna be honest. Yes, they won the ACC and give him credit for that, but I don't think Trevor Lawrence had that great of a season. I really don't. Um, but he's still a good talent. I still think he's the clear cut number one pick unless something happens in this national championship with Bama and Ohio State preview video to come out later this week. It is, let's see, it's on next Monday. So we got 6 days till the game. I'll probably get it out Friday and premiere it or something. I'll have to work on it a little later on today. We got the Heisman Trophy ceremony tonight at 7 o'clock. Now, it's being presented virtually. Why can't they do it like they did in person, just no audience? Like, why can't this be in person? It's literally the person that picks up the trophy and hands it to the player. That's it. So I mean, I don't understand. I really don't get it. Hold on one second. Okay. Um, but either way, it is what it is. Someone's gonna get a Heisman Trophy, put their name in the record books, and join an elite group of Heisman winners. And this whole deal, I hate. Uh, First off, I got a couple things I want to get off my chest. Right, when it comes to college football, when it comes to really just sports in general, I guess, but mainly football. There's a few things that I don't like. I hate this whole people like Blue will tell you, well, the Heisman's a quarterback award. Look at the past few years; it's now a quarterback award. It just is what it is. No one else is what you know. I hate that. I think, heck, if the best if the best team in the nation was only good because of a kicker, this is hypothetically speaking, by the way, this will never happen. But if hypothetically speaking, you have the best team in the nation, like college football is so down, the best team in the nation's best player is a kicker that can kick from like 80 yards or something, and that's the Heisman front runner. You're gonna give it to a kicker, aren't you? I mean, seriously. But let's see here. Let's look at some of these winners. List of trophy winners. Okay. Um, and it's been mainly either running backs or quarterbacks. Um, the first to win it in 1935 was Jay Burwanger from Chicago, who was a running back. Larry Kelly, the next man at Yale, was a tight end. And it was all seniors too, to begin with, until it's really always been seniors, hasn't it? I mean, they worked so hard in all their years of college to get to this moment, right? So, and we could go down the list. I mean, there's some really great names. Billy Cannon at LSU, a running back. Pete Dawkins at Army was a running back. Um, I honestly, Steve Spurrier won it as a quarterback in Florida. O.J. Simpson, not going to get all into him, but I mean, he was a USC running back, and he was still pretty darn good in the 60s. There's been quite a few guys to win it. It's not just a quarterback award. Now, I understand the last 4 have been quarterbacks. Lamar Jackson in 16, Mayfield in 17, Murray in 18, and of course last year with Joe Burrows. And but y'all, if y'all want to say it's a quarterback award, that is what it is. That's fine. I get it. Derrick Henry was the last guy to win it for Alabama. He was a running back in 2015. Winston, by God, Jameis Winston, I swear, won it in 13 at Florida State. Same year he won a national championship over Auburn. That was the year of the kick six and everything. Mariota the next year, quarterback. Manziel has won it. Cam Newton, Mark Ingram. So the only 2 Bama players, Mark Ingram and Derrick Henry, 09 and 15 respectively. I kept thinking, I had a hunch though that like Joe Namath had won it. I mean, he was around that time. He could have won it. I'm sure he had to have come close, right? You can't sit there and say that someone like Ken Saylor or Joe Namath didn't at least come close to winning it. So anyway, it is what it is. But we're gonna have another winner tonight. It might be Jones. It might be Fields. It might be, I guess, Lawrence. Is he even Kyle Trask? I don't know. I really think it'll be Smitty, Jones, or Fields. We'll see. Let's see who's in here. What's up, Fireball? Bet has entered the chat. What's going on, man? What's up, Ugga boy? How you doing? There's a lot of flops too. You mean like toss-ups between runner-up and winner? I'm not sure what you meant by that, Fireball. But I'll drop the StreamYard link. We love to get you guys on here. And talk some sports with you guys. Joe Namath. I didn't. I kept thinking that Joe Namath had won a Heisman. Although I'm sure he was pretty darn good enough for one. Beaver Falls, Pennsylvania. Now, he was in the 1972 Pro Bowl, 4-time AFL All-Star, 2-time AFL Most Valuable Player, MVP, Rookie of the Year. He's got so many, like, he had a better pro career than he did a college career at Alabama. And that is not me ripping on his career at Alabama, because obviously he was great, but dang, was he good in the pros. What's up, Striker?
What's up?
Who do you think's going to get the Heisman tonight?
One of the 2 Bama players.
Smitty or Jones?
Yeah. Jones, yeah.
Yeah. Could Fields win it, do you think?
No.
No?
The only thing he can get is the second place trophy.
Yeah. That's good for him, though. That's an upgrade. That's better than what he got last year, because I think Jalen Hurts or whatever came in second to Joe Burrows, and I think Fields came in third. Something like that.
Yeah, I think it goes it would go Devontae Smith, Justin Fields, then Matt Jones. Top 3 in that order.
I could see that. I think all of those guys are deserving of it, though. Obviously.
Or either way, if you want to flip 1 or 3, but I don't see how Justin Fields can get lower or higher than 2.
Here's the case. Here's the case for. Now, I heard some people saying, I think maybe Lou said it this morning on the morning show or what it was, but he's like, if Devontae Smith doesn't win it, then it's a quarterback award, and it's fixed for quarterbacks or something. I don't know if I think all these guys are deserving of it. I think the case between giving it to Smith or Mac Jones. The case for that is, well, you look at, and they don't care what you've done outside of this year, right? Mac can, this year he's been throwing the ball great and he's put up great numbers to multiple receivers. But who is his go-to guy pretty much 90% of the time this year? Devontae
Yeah.
Smith. Yeah. And that's it. That's the case for Devontae Smith. The fact that he's always the go-to guy, he's right there. And when he gets the ball, he's fast with it. I mean,
Yeah. If he doesn't win it, then it's just a quarterback trophy at this point.
yeah.
I don't
Hey,
I don't see how it can't be a quarterback trophy after this year if he doesn't win it.
that's what I mean by flop. Oh, okay. So basically, what I was just saying is what Fireball. There's a lot of flops too. He said that a few minutes ago, and now he's clarifying that what I just said about like, um, you know, the whole like on one hand you got Mac Jones who's lighting it up the way he's throwing and leading this team, but then you got Devontae Smith who's pretty much catching 90% of what Mac Jones is putting out.
Right.
That's what he meant by flops, I think.
Yeah. Who that Devontae Smith's gonna win it. I don't
Yeah.
see how he
You
can't
said
win it.
JT Daniels, it looks like is going to come back to Georgia next year. What do you
Either
think?
way, I if he doesn't come back, I believe that Brock Vandagriff would start, and I have no
Oh yeah,
problem
I
with
think
that.
that's a given. Unless Kirby does something stupid with Bennett or Carson Beck or whoever, you know.
He is brain deaf with quarterback position. That's all I'm saying. So,
Yeah,
but yeah, I seriously, as long as Kirby Smart doesn't pull a Justin Fields, Georgia quarterback, and doesn't put him in, I don't think. I think if he doesn't come, Vandagriff will start.
If Ohio State wins the Natty this year with Fields, Ohio State's going to win the Natty this year with Fields, and watch Georgia claim a Natty. Watch the fans claim it because it's like, well, we sent Justin Fields to you, so
Y'all have done the exact same thing in 2017. Y'all Bama fans would have said, "Oh, but we brought Kirby went to
that
y'all
is
after he
true.
was
That
a."
is fair. I've
That's
made
exactly
jokes.
what y'all would do.
I have made jokes to Chess Hall about like, don't forget Kirby, where you came from. So your success is part of Saban, and what you do, he gets credit for. Jokingly, though. I mean, I know that's not how it works.
Yeah.
No, Georgia fans are going to sit there. Some of them, like the bandwagon type, are just going to be like, well, I mean, we sent y'all Justin Fields, so if we can have half the trophy or whatever, that'd be
Disney dogs,
fine. Yeah,
as he
right.
calls it.
Yeah.
But yeah, if Ohio State wins it, we're just gonna get right by everyone. That'd
Yeah.
be it. Especially Ohio State fans will just get destroyed.
Yeah. You
And
think it's going to be Kirby will what?
Kirby will lose all of his credibility and stuff, in my opinion. I think that would happen.
You think the Natty's going to be a blowout or a close game?
Blowout, Bama wins it, hopefully.
Yeah. I still
Ew, I
got to
can't
put
believe that
together
just came out of my mouth.
what? Oh, hopefully Bama wins.
Oh, I can't believe that came out of my
You
mouth.
only want it because of the quarterback for Ohio State, and I don't blame you guys because if he wins it, if if Ohio,
Kirby's gonna get some. Kirby's
yeah,
gonna have to pay for
well,
some stuff.
he's already gotten heat for not starting him over Fromm. Now, if Fields goes out and wins a Natty, it's like, okay, we're already pissed off at you. Livid because this guy just won a trophy with a different team, and this could be us right now.
Right.
That's where Jordan's at right now with Fields and in the whole Kirby thing.
Yeah. All right, now let's talk about the really important game coming up. Clemson versus Georgia. Who do you got winning?
I hope Georgia, but I still think it's too early to tell. We'll have to see
Oh,
what like who all comes back for Clemson. I
you say
think
it's
you
too early
guys.
to tell, but you asked Lou who would make the playoffs in 2025.
I never said that.
Something like that.
I asked him a few months ago, and I swear I regret this. I asked him what he thought the preseason poll would look like with Clemson and Georgia for that matchup.
Well, it's like asking someone who won the Heisman in 2080. Pretty much.
Mac Jones the third.
No. Just no.
Whatever his name might be.
I'm
But
probably
I
gonna,
hope it is. I hope it is Georgia that beats Clemson because that will really. I want to see Georgia win a championship at some point. Not this year. First off, because well, they're not in it this year. But I look if Bama wins this Monday night, I don't care what happens the year after. As much as I'm always going to pull for Bama, but this season, just to have an undefeated championship season, we just wanted that one, Bama, or I wanted it. I mean, they could have a down year next year and lose everybody and go like 10-2 like they did last year or whatever. I'll still be happy because of what they accomplished this year in 2020.
right. I'm gonna go on a limb here and say Brock Vandergrift's the new Joe Burrow. I'm gonna go on a limb and say that.
As like, but in his first year, you saying next year he's going to have a Joe Burrow season?
I'm talking about all 4 of his years. 3 or 4 of
All
his
four of
years.
them,
3 or 4 of his years,
minus
however long he
transferring.
plays.
You think he stays at Georgia though? Because you do know Burrow transferred from
Yeah.
Ohio State.
He's not gonna transfer. I think he'll be I think he'll be starting all 4 years, 3 or 4 years he plays,
Yeah,
and be the next Joe Burrow all 3 or 4 seasons,
yeah,
stats wise and stuff. Getting us 4 natties back to back, to back to back.
yeah.
I'm not gonna be watching much of the
Good.
Heisman because
You're not.
no,
I
because
mean, they literally. It's not like it's a all night show deal. I mean, they literally. Um, now it might be a little different this year, but they have they talk about some of the great Heisman winners. They talk about the meaning of the award. They announce the winner, and the winner comes up and gives his speech.
yeah, but I have something more important to watch, aka the Senate runoff for Georgia.
Uh, politics. Yeah, I'm gonna be real. We don't talk about it on here because I don't want to like ruin my career because politics just don't. But yes, I care about politics. Just don't talk publicly about it. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah,
But I
but I
mean,
didn't say
good for
who I
you,
wanted
man. I
to.
hope whatever happens, man. Good luck for Georgia, I guess.
Yeah,
What's up,
I didn't say who
Hope
I
for
wanted to
Life?
win. I was just
You know
saying for
who's
what.
not in the Heisman race?
What? Who?
You know who's not in the Heisman race? Sarah Fuller.
Oh, oh,
uh,
oh no, oh no! Please don't. Oh no, definitely no.
she look a female kicker. That's great, but it really doesn't matter if you're not even good, right? I mean, she wasn't that great this year. I mean, it's like it was a waste.
That
You
one
went.
kick was terrible.
Oh, you talking about
Uh,
that squib kick?
yeah, that kick was terrible.
Yeah, it was.
That that's just an excuse saying it's just a squib kick because she's that terrible. There's no way. Oh no. Do you think Georgia has a chance to make it in March Madness?
Make what?
March Madness. They're like 7-1, 7-2, something like that.
7-2. Yeah, man. I mean, y'all have a good chance to run the table in the SEC tournament. I think. Talk about the men's team, right? Not the women's.
Yeah, women's team. I don't really care about them.
Yeah. Let's see here. Bracketology with Joe Lenardi. He's got Alabama and Oklahoma State tied at 11 in Region 4 on this bracket. Hold on, let me share this here. I don't see Georgia on there, but I have seen Georgia play this year. They've had some good games. I think they have a pretty decent chance of making a good run in the SEC tournament. Could win.
Yeah,
Let's see. He's got Region 2, Baylor number 1, Illinois 2. Uh
I'm shocked. Yes, Texas #1 in Region 4.
yeah. See, here's Alabama tied with Oklahoma State, but they probably play St. Louis and Cleveland State number 15. Oh, hold on? When did they bring a rapper into this?
Where?
Drake.
What?
Drake. You'll see. Hold on.
Where?
Full screen this, and I'll
Oh yeah. Is he?
Drake. When they bring the rapper into this now,
Oh, I see it now. Oh yeah.
you get it?
Well, I bet he'll be having some good reps that day, that game.
Tennessee's at number 3 in Region 1 here. Gonzaga at the top. Gonzaga's a darn good team, man. They might win it all. Baylor, Creighton, Navy, Virginia Tech. He's got all kinds of good teams in here. Missouri at number 4 in Region 2, playing number 13 Belmont. That's Joe Lenardi there. But I'm curious what let me double check what the actual top 25 is here.
Georgia ain't in it.
Georgia, no, they didn't make it. Clemson's in, tied at 19 or whatever for Virginia Tech. They're 8
They
and
get
1.
keep going. My bad.
Tennessee 7 and 1 at number 9. Villanova. I notice that this is. I noticed that college basketball is a lot like college football in the sense that the top 25, like the top 10 teams, are like the top teams in the like top 4 or whatever.
Yeah,
It's the same teams. Like these are like your Alabamas, your Clemsons, your Ohio States right here. You know what I'm saying? You're
yeah.
gonna see them every year
No, not
as long as
Texas.
they got the coaches and everything.
Not Texas.
Do
They came
what?
up 4 spots. Texas came up like 4 spots.
They're back in basketball, I guess. Drake University. Yeah, I know. I was making jokes, Nate. Michigan's at number 10, Nate.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
something you never see. Missouri's
What?
actually ranked above 20.
Yeah, right.
You never see that in football.
I'm gonna see. I want to call into this one show here. They got a show fixing to come on, Tide 100.9. I've talked to this guy before, but it's been months. The game with Ryan Fowler. I'm gonna talk to him about the Heisman deal. Hold on. Should I do it on here?
Yeah, do it on here.
Yeah, this will be good. Hold on. Give me 1 minute.
and this basement is a true treasure trove. I am the Globlo Gaggala, the Schwabble Double Wabble Gabble, the blah blah blah, I'm full of shrimp. I am the yeast of thoughts and mind. Schwabble Double, the Glabber, Scribble, Schwab, Glab, Table Double, Scribble, Schwabble, give the Glab, Schwab, Schwabble Double, the Glabber,
All right. I tried to call Feinbaum yesterday, and they hung up on me before they could even start the show. I didn't do
Dang.
nothing. Their phone lines were broke or something. I don't know. Let's see.
Yeah.
How do I?
Wait, when did you try to call? Yesterday, you said?
Feinbaum.
When yesterday?
Yeah, I didn't get through.
Okay. Yeah, they were having phone problems Friday. So I don't know if they still had him or. Wait, what's the number? I want to call him too. Just troll him.
I'm not sure. Hold on. For Feinbaum?
No, for the guy about the call or whatever.
I don't troll him.
I'm just gonna ask them who they think will make 2035 Heisman.
Oh God, you're gonna embarrass Tide Nation all the way around.
Tell me what?
You're gonna embarrass the Tide Nation. Fields isn't even a finalist.
No, he's not.
I'm doing.
Trask.
Hold on 1 second. Hold on. Let me mute this real quick and then I'll unmute it.
I love books, and this basement is a true treasure trove. I am the Globlo Gaggala.
All right, I'm on hold.
Alan, why you doing that?
Because I don't know what noise you were making. They said it might be like 15 or 20 minutes on hold, but
Alan, what's the number? I want to call him too, just to troll him.
oh. But yeah, I'm probably just gonna ask him about like the
2025 Heisman.
this year's Heisman and the Natty for next week.
You know the people the kids that are in classes that are going to college.
Yeah, I don't know where you went, Striker. I missed what you were saying. I'm gonna try not to have my mic on the whole time because I don't want to like just keep playing the whole show. Or I really don't know. I don't know. I know Lou has called people up before on shows. I saw one the other day when he called the Tennessee Vols radio network.
There's a lot of great Alabama content that you can visit. Download the Tide 100.9 app. Alexa, yes, for on that device. Alexa, simply enable the Tide 100.9 skill.
I don't have the camera on, I guess, but we'll keep it muted here for a little bit, unless I need to say something.
Here is Ballard at Holiday Inn. Somehow not banned. Somehow his hat Alabama hat.
Whatever.
Somehow his Alabama hat not banned yet. Is not banned yet in that Holiday Inn. Yet. Wait, are you actually in the Holiday Inn?
No, I'm at my house. I don't know what the number is, Nate. On the app, I just hit the call in button for the show, and it just dials the number pretty much.
Ballard, how's
I
it feel to
didn't
be
really see
living at
what it
Holiday
was.
Inn? Ballard, are you calling from the Holiday Inn? Holiday Inn
No,
phone?
why do y'all make fun of my room like it's a hotel? I get that it looks like it, but
Ballard's calling
damn
from that
Mullins
little
seriously
phone they
win
have.
Coach of the Year.
No, he didn't.
What's up, Adam?
Saban won
The app,
SEC
Nate,
Coach of the
is
Year.
what?
Saban
What'd you
won SEC Coach of the Year.
That's what I thought. The app is Tide
That
109.
sucks.
It's that's basically the Tide radio station for all the sports and everything. Hey, puppy. Hey.
Ballard, I thought puppies weren't allowed at Holiday Inn.
No, they let them. They just changed the rules.
Yeah, I'm calling their securities to get them out of there. I thought you actually did live in the Holiday Inn.
2 hours ago, posted Waddle is clear for practice.
No.
Yeah. Waddle can play. Pretty much.
That's disgusting.
Adam, I'm on hold with it's a show called The Game with Ryan Fowler on Tide 100.9, the Crimson Tide radio station.
Using the Holiday Inn phone.
Repeat.
Connected to the wall.
The Tide 100.9 app, Nate. You were asking what the app was.
What?
What?
At least I'm not living in a Holiday Inn. Ballard.
Today, Junior. Today, Junior. So yeah, Waddle is, and I'll bring this up too. I really want to call this guy to talk to him about the championship game of Waddle. Waddle is going to play in this game, at least at the moment, unless something happens between now and then. But he is set to practice, and he's been out since that. What was it? Was it Ole Miss, or was I'm just trying to remember who it was that broke his poor soul.
Mississippi State.
Yeah, Mississippi State.
Mississippi State.
Right.
Florida Shooters.
Who was this guy?
Shooter Gators. Mississippi State. Mississippi State. Ballard in his Holiday Inn eating his Holiday Inn breakfast.
I don't know why I'm in a Holiday Inn. The holidays are over, right?
You're in a Holiday Inn. No, never mind. You're in the 36
Oh,
motel.
that's right, Adam. It was the Tennessee game. That's right. I
No,
was
it
trying
has
to
to
remember
be
what
that.
game it was because it's. I mean, I knew it was October at some point because it's been like 2 months, like 2.5 months since we've seen them on the field with the Tide.
How's the
You what?
feel being at the 36 Motel 36 in Tennessee?
Now hold on. It's a hotel with an H, not an F, sir. For you,
Motel.
I'll play along with y'all's jokes. I'll play along. You know that.
Valerie, where's that little card that you have to use to get into your room?
I think I lost it actually. I just lost it. Oh, crap.
Don't you
You
need
need
that?
to go buy. Hey, I'll tell you what, Alan. The room is 226. That's very significant, by the way. And
No, Ballard, it's 69. It's kick
God.
669. It's
I like
room
this guy,
69.
Ryan Fowler.
Ballard, remember, I dropped you off a gift at Holiday Inn room 69. Remember that?
43 touchdowns. SEC career record. Devontae Smith, though.
At least he doesn't live at Holiday Inn. Unlike someone.
They have the shortest high school speech that we've ever. Because he's a person of very few words. I mean, no,
that is true. He hardly says anything at his press conferences. He's very brief and to the point. I'm not sure if you guys can hear this a little.
I can hear it. They can hear it.
It was Jamar Chase.
Wait, what's the app? I want to troll them.
What?
What's the app? I want to troll them.
Don't troll him. Come on.
What's the app? Just tell me the app. I want to troll them.
You talk about guys trying to one up one another.
Tide 100.9.
That's
It's the
right.
radio station for Crimson Tide.
And watch. And they would talk to about certain things.
Uh-oh. The housekeeper was yelling at Ballard right now to tell him to clean up his clothes.
What?
And then here comes Jamar, and he makes a
Was that your housekeeper yelling at you for not picking up your clothes to give it to her? So she can clean up the Holiday
No,
Inn
that
room?
that was hotel maintenance, though.
I'll never forget it.
It was hotel
Imagine.
maintenance.
Jamar and with Tara and Devontae Tracy didn't quite hit the high notes. He's a terrific special teams player.
Kirby Smart's latest quote. Well, Justin is built by Georgia, so I think he'll do just fine. He may even win it all. Who knows? But I look forward to us claiming that championship.
Ballard, is this it?
What?
Is this it?
Yes, you found the app?
Yep. See that?
Great. Now you can follow the Crimson Tide.
No, not really. Now look at it. Oh!
Oh, ho, ho.
No!
got a lot of young talent.
I'm still on hold.
Very mobile quarterback. That has been an issue for
Finally.
Alabama. Brown. Justin, that team got a quarterback camp here.
Yeah, Mullen is a clown unless the video describes that. Oh, yeah.
Actually, at that camp also.
No, it's not the unprofessional sports show.
Michigan, California, San Marcos. I know it's in that area, and that's where he went. He was telling me, I run track, I'm a track sprinter, long jumper, that sort of thing. And they ended up on the same team, so they're explosive on the board. Their strength is certainly up front at that center. Has more on. But their secondary, when you look back and think about Ohio State, has always been a real strong point for them. They haven't played nearly a secondary, as we've seen in years past. Northwestern sort of kind of pushed them around a bit. They were getting open. Clemson against Clemson, they got a lot of pressure on Trevor. He was running for his life. But there were open receivers downfield. And, man, you do that against Alabama. You're going to get beat, Jack. You're just going to get beat. So
This is unprofessional.
Where that you can protect.
I know.
I think that
What's your point?
making sure.
I'm sure you're.
In a stream.
I'm sure you're happy about that, Lou. Congrats to JT Daniel coming back. He's not our Lord and Savior, but I mean, if y'all Georgia fans want to believe that, I mean, it's your own opinion. You have every right. I'm on hold with a radio show.
Young guys. He told me he thought he was a year away. But he said, man, this group is 2021 really good.
Brock Vandegrift will start next year.
I think that's
Not at first. He could compete and win out the job.
Very young and talented.
Brock Vandegrift's new Joe Burrow will be the new Joe Burrow.
Oh my God!
And he'll stay all 4 years and do what Joe Burrow did, all 4.
Like Matt Dennis is reporting here locally. Eric
Doubt it.
Bruh. Look what Uncle
Bryce
said.
Young, Paul Tyson, and Nick Saban's 17 titles in that.
Oh no, he only got legit like 12 or 13. No, I like 4 more.
I haven't been on hold this entire time, Lou. I just
Most
called
of
in.
it. Most of it.
Not even most of it, dude. It's been like
You've been on hold for 30
it's been
minutes, Alex. We've been streaming for 44 minutes. You've been on hold for 30.
I did see Uncle Lou where I saw last week or whatever when you called the Vols radio show and they said they were going to make you wait. It was that one.
That's not fair.
It's not fair.
Right,
I'll call
Vandegrift
your
will be new
show
Joe
tonight.
Burrow.
Lou, can we get a? Yeah, we need one, Lou. You need to do one for.
But Georgia's not involved.
What?
Georgia's
Right,
not
but I
involved.
mean, it is the.
How can he get hype about it when Georgia's not even in it? He never did it for the Iron Bowl or any other important, quote unquote, important game.
Well, he doesn't realize
involved
he
Georgia.
went into that rivalry.
It did. He did involve Georgia a few years back,
All I know is
and he still didn't do one.
anyone at LSU that I didn't like it. In my time frame of over 30 years covering LSU and as a kid watching them, never seen anybody that big, that fast, that talented. I think he had physical to get accustomed to the college thing. I think that sort of bothered him early. He got kind of bumped around pretty good. But whoever lands this guy ends up at Alabama. I mean, that's all Nick needs to have that guy there.
Yeah.
He
I'm a little bit lost on who they're talking about right now, but
player. And you had seniors
Ballard, does this look like a Q or a O?
like
the what?
Gilbert, they were like, what?
Look at that right above my thumb. Is that? Oh, no, it's the wrong.
I've heard almost
That
all
little
six
circle.
one.
That looks like a Q, doesn't it?
Almost
I don't know. Why are you trying to steal Lou's logo?
I've heard that
I'm not. I'm just looking at it. If I saw a
What
Q.
are you doing with it then?
about that.
What is
I
this now?
just
Show it
just
again.
thought I saw a Q. Shut up, Ballard. That's not cool.
I put you on the spotlight, sir.
Go ahead. Not even camera's not on
Man,
here.
they're not giving you the starting job, but man at 13 years old, and he thought he would go to LSU and be the starting center there, and he ended up being he was a fourth-string guy. He didn't understand at that point in time
Thought Vandegrift was starting next year.
how to major.
Well, I'm sure.
And
In another video, I commented that UGA will be top 5 preseason. People disagree.
I'm never critical of a young man. I thought
UGA will be 1 or 2. UGA, Oklahoma.
Big facts.
Oklahoma won. First off, neither of those teams are in this year's championship, though.
Ballard, you just said like 10 minutes ago that you would be fine if y'all won it, and y'all didn't even compete for it next year. So shut up.
Yeah. And I'm joking too. I know that it's not based on last year. Last year's irrelevant compared to this year. LSU fan. LSU.
Hey, don't judge them. They beat Florida over a shoe.
I bet you Georgia next year, Lou. I bet you Georgia could be. I bet it's Clemson number 1, Georgia 2, and Bama 3 next year's preseason poll.
number 1.
Yep, they're gonna be great with DJ Ukulele. Louis Youngleton.
No, there's no way. No.
I'm just
Ballard's on
joking.
a Clemson bandwagon.
No, I'm not. It's striker, Lou.
Going back to the Buckeyes just for a minute, you were talking about their defense.
Lou said he'll take that bet.
Yep. Landon Dickerson. Chris Owens did a great job.
I'm surprised Clemson even won the ACC this year, honestly, but I think they'll be a bit better next year.
No, they'll be worse.
He ain't a rookie no more. Once you play, you ain't the rookie no more. You
Great though, rookie.
And they're going to attack him. They're going to try to go after him. I certainly believe that, and I know Ohio State interior is better than what Notre Dame's got. That the defensive side of the tackle position. So, yeah, they're going to go after in that spot. It's just natural. If you can kind of break the link, and we've seen enough of the 4 other guys, how good they are. And so, again, Ryan, that's the spot to watch. Because if they can give Matt time,
Ballard's on Clemson bandwagon.
Ohio State in the secondary is not as good as
You said they will be better this year than next year than this year. Or do you
I'm giving them props. I'm being a sportscaster, dude.
Ballard's on the Clemson bandwagon. Change their logo colors to orange and white.
God, no. I will never do that.
Ballard's on the Clemson bandwagon.
I gave Georgia
Expose
credit.
them. That's different. Ballard's on the Clemson bandwagon.
Gosh.
No, never.
I agree, Jet Mac. Those 2 games are going to be what people have their eye on to start the season next year.
But they are very good, very athletic, and all I know is Larry told me.
Yes. That's what Ballard is saying because he's a Clemson bandwagon.
I didn't mean like
Clemson bandwagon. Shut up.
I guess Clemson does need a quarterback because DJ won't do anything, right, Lou? Is that what I mean, sir?
You won't be able to do anything with Georgia's defense.
Interesting to see that because that's Alabama's strength.
Whatever.
offensive line, and
You're on a Clemson bandwagon. Just admit
worry
it.
about it.
No,
Now with the center in there, you can see where they're going to go after him. And again, if they give
I don't hate him either. In
That's
fact, I
cap.
got a lot of respect for Dabo. He's a good Christian man.
they don't cover it.
I'll give him that. He still whines and cries though.
Exactly. So how do you not hate him?
But it was pretty obvious that Justin Fields was hurting. How difficult will that be to play through that as a running quarterback to add that other element?
How does this work? Okay, here's a poll. Who will win the Heisman tonight? Devontae Smith, 75%, I get. Mac Jones at 8%, but Trevor Lawrence at 14%. Trevor Lawrence.
Those are just either
Oh.
Clemson fans or bandwagon Clemson fans. That's all they are. All that 14%.
Bama versus Clemson in a New Year's Six Bowl next year. Okay.
Yes.
Outside of the playoffs, though?
It better be. I don't want to see that in the playoffs again. At least in the bowl games, I don't have to watch them.
It's going to be Bama's era when they win Monday night. It'll be an era-altering game. Ow.
This is Nick Saban's final year. Has to be.
No.
That's a short kind of go around for him. But Justin, he's a tough guy, Brian. He's going to do everything he can, and it won't affect his ability to take off run with the football. And that's where he gives you trouble, is that he can extend the play so well. And you can tell him, listen, don't do it. Come on, what's your natural instinct? You know, as a
Bowed the
player,
bandwagon Clemson fan.
No, I'm not.
take it off running with it. If I
Change your colors to orange and white.
I think they feel a little bit slighted. And man,
Curious if votes get split between Smith and Jones along with someone else. You mean because they're on the same team? No, that's not how it works. They're not going to split votes between players or teammates. If a player gets a vote and then his teammate gets a vote, it's individual.
Alabama's getting that. Someone from Alabama's getting it. That's 100%.
I expect a shootout in this year's championship.
I expect a shootout.
I would
shootout.
honestly agree. 44-38. I would expect something like that. I really think there's going to be some defense, but not even close to enough. I really think that Ohio State's going to score on Bama, and the same can be said. Vice versa. Alabama's going to score on Ohio State.
Then now it's going to be a shootout. It's not a shutout. It's going to be a shootout. It's usually fun all over the place.
Do you want to go ahead and know my score prediction, or you want to wait till I do my preview video?
I'm going to go and hear it because that is something
Ready?
ridiculous.
I mean,
Yeah.
I'll still do a preview video. 51-44. It'll be that good.
How ridiculous is that?
It'll be like one of those. It'll be like when Clemson played Bama the first time around with Watson.
That's ridiculous. There's no. That score prediction is too high. Way too high.
More than that on our deep. Yeah.
I think it'll be a tight game, but Alabama wins it.
See, tight game, but Bama wins it is what this guy said.
And I think that's going to be.
It's going to be lower than that.
Shootout like what happened against Florida. It becomes who's kind of got the ball.
Voters put 3 people on their ballots with points awarded for each placing, so a split can affect it.
To be put in that spot. I think that you need to get tested. No matter how good you are, you need to get tested. I thought that was a game that they were tested, and guess what? They're going to have a team very similar to that in Ohio State.
Yeah.
With a better quarterback. I think Fields is a better quarterback than Pratt. Oh, wow. Well, and it's going to be fun. I mean, this game is, I had to apologize yesterday for not having.
This will probably be the greatest championship that we have seen in the playoff era. And like I said, I think it's going to be a shootout. I think it's going to be close and down to the wire and high scoring.
I agree.
The most points I think that's been scored in a championship game in the playoff era was when Jay Coker, 2015 Bama Clemson. And it was 45-40, I think. Bama winning.
No, but listen, they're a well-coached football team. And again, the strength, when you're going to see it, their center guards are really good. And they protect that.
I'll drop the link if anyone else wants to join in.
You're going to get caught. Those guys are going to catch you. If you're going to attack Justin, you're going to have to come off the edge. That tackles aren't at the same level as the center guard. That's the strength of their offensive line. I've watched it all year.
Yeah, the O-line this year is probably the best under Nixon. I think this is Alabama's best O-line, definitely. Okay, and maybe fine. Maybe Tua is a little bit better than Mac Jones, but still. I mean, I haven't seen Neo in a couple days. Haven't seen him today. I dropped the link if anyone else wants to join on. It's up to y'all.
Over 15 years, for sure. Hey, the old-fashioned way. He sent me a letter via snail mail, and wanted to. I mean, he wrote up about 3 paragraphs on your bio. I now know more about it. Yeah, that's awesome. I really appreciate that. I mean, I get people today, a middle-aged man, and for a lot of people, I left school. I was an engineer, and I went to work for NASA for 2 years. I didn't want to solve the work, so I left. I could make a lot more money in the real world. And people
what's up, Neo? How you doing? Yeah, I'm on hold with Ryan Fowler with the game on Tide 100.9. I've called it before. I don't remember exactly what we were talking about, but I think I called him over the summer at some point or whatever. Or no, I called up Southern Fried Sports with Travis Ryer. Similar. Sounds a little similar to Ryan Fowler, though. But I listen to most of these shows on here. Jay Barker, Southern Fried Sports, and all that. So we're on hold here. I figured I'd go live and call them up and let you guys listen in.
It's going to be a lot of fun to talk about this championship game. I enjoyed always chatting with you, and have an outstanding rest of your week. Happy New Year 2021. Look forward to all these great conversations. Mike, as always, thank you, my friend. Thanks so much, and man, listen, y'all going to enjoy it tonight. You got 1-2 finish, with Devontae and Mac, and just think about that. Yeah, that's special. That's special. That goes to show the great recruiting of Nick and also developing those players. Mike, thank you as always. All right, bud. WWL, the big 870, Mike Detillier. He does Thanks News Network. He does the NFL. He does the Mike
Detillier with the calls.
Mike was, and then that's the type of day that we're talking about. We've only got 2 guests. We got Bobby Carpenter and we got Mike Detillier. And now we're wide open. We got some audio that we're going to work in. I mean, it is an all-you-can-eat buffet in Tuscaloosa with news, offensive coordinator, Alabama preparing for a national title, Jalen Waddle news that Chris Lowe broke earlier today. Alabama's head coach Nick Saban tells ESPN that Jalen Waddle could return for the college football title game. We'll talk about that. Alabama back out of the practice side of things. We'll talk about it as we continue on.
They'll make it even better for us if you can.
242-9904. Robert in Mobile, you're leading us out. Greg in Athens, Christian in Florida. You
That's
guys
me.
are next. T-Town Tide 100.9, the home of Alabama Crimson Tide Sports.
Barbecue has been cooking their legendary ribs for over 50 years. Greenland's mouth-watering ribs are cooked over a hickory fire pit and served with Big Daddy's own barbecue sauce and bread for solid
topping it up, Dreamland Barbecue's menu also has.
Tell you what, Dreamland's got the best barbecue. I'm telling you that. Their white sauce is great. And here we go. Here, I have been trying to get into stuff like volleyball and all that. We got the coaches top 25 spring preseason poll. Wisconsin at number 1, Texas, Stanford, Kentucky, Nebraska, Baylor, Minnesota, Washington, Penn State, and Utah the top 10. All the way at the bottom, Western Kentucky. Michigan's at 24. Hawaii's at 21. Florida's really good. I saw a couple of their games when I started watching in the fall. They're at number 11.
But also you. The Pharaoh fast forwards his favorite born.
So, well, I wait on hold here.
Okay, what's my line? The only line I see here on the script is get options based on your budget with the name and price tool from Progressive. Yeah, it's a tongue twister, huh? I'm sorry, I'm gonna need a few more minutes.
What's white sauce? Bet. You ain't never had Dreamland's white sauce? You're a Bama. Remind me again, Bet. You are a Bama fan, if I'm not mistaken. You ain't never been to Dreamland or had white sauce. Whatever.
Locally owned operation is Pastor's Mexican Food on McFarland Boulevard in Northport. Catering options as well. 205-330-8576. 205-330-8576. It's Pastor's Mexican Food in Northport. If you own a small business, you know how hard it can be to find new customers. But maybe you're unaware of new tools that can help your business stand out. Go to getlocalcustomersnow.com for a free market competitive analysis that will show you what kind of businesses.
Oh, you haven't either, Neo? I was just messing around with Bet. I was just messing around with them. I just know that there's quite a few Bama fans that always just go on and on about Tuscaloosa tailgating and everything. And you got to hit up the Dreamland. You got to get that. You got to go and get Dreamland and get the pulled pork and all that. I got a rib sandwich when I went over the summer. When I was up in Alabama for 2 months, we that day when I did a small stream from Tuscaloosa, I went there and it's funny. I got a rib sandwich, and I thought that they would take rib meat and just make a sandwich. No, they brought me bread, and it was one of those like you make it yourself kind of deals. So I had the ribs, so I'm sitting there and I'm cutting it off the bone and stuff, and I saved some of the ribs to just eat plain, because why not? But I cut some of that meat off and I put it on some bread.
Everybody loves Taco Bell. Everything we do in our store, we prepare in our store. We hand cut all of our tomatoes. We block and shred our own cheese here in the store. We still hand cut our chips, our tortillas, our taco shells, our chalupa bowls. Our chili takes about 4 to 6 hours to make every single day.
Yeah. I'll take it off speaker. I could still kind of hear it, but I didn't know if it was bothering y'all about all that. When am I going to a home game, Adam? I don't know, man. I gotta find. I'm sure I'll make an attempt to go to a Bama game someday. It would be pretty cool to. I know Bama and Florida play down here in Florida. I mean, I wouldn't mind going to like Gainesville or something to see the Gators play the Tide. I wouldn't mind that. I'm curious what day they play. I got to look at their 2021 schedule, and I'll do some previews here in the spring after the football season ends and we get into next season. Let's see who we got next year. We play Notre Dame and non-con opponents They added they added our championships in that. Here you go, guys. That's who we have. We open with Miami for the Chick-fil-A kickoff in Atlanta. Southern Miss, New Mexico State, Mercer Bears. Those are the ones. Those are non-con games. SEC games are still to be determined for dates. Arkansas, LSU, Ole Miss, Tennessee. Iron Bowl at Jordan Hare. Go to the Swamp. Go to Mississippi State. Go to A&M. The Vols come back to Bryant-Denny. LSU's at Bryant-Denny. So the non-con schedule is not all that great outside of Miami. And I'm curious who all 2022, what's that? Don't we have like a home and home with Texas in this one? Yes. Home and home with Texas coming up in a couple years here, starting in 22 at Texas. And then 23, I think they come to Tuscaloosa. And then I would like to go to this one. Raymond James Stadium. That's where the Bucks play. And since I'm in that area, in the Tampa area, I pull for the Bucks and everything. I would go to Raymond James to see Bama play USF. They were saying that I might be next up, so. Y'all can meet it.
We're going to do our Dreamland score prediction contest today. But before we get started, Robert in Mobile is going to be first up. Greg in Athens, Christian in Florida, and then David in Tampa. I want to welcome Brian back from California, man. Good to see Brian. I know that now since the phone lines are jammed up, that you don't have to answer those calls. Welcome back to Tuscaloosa, man. It's good to see you. I hope you had a great
If they ask me for my score prediction, I gave it out earlier anyway. 51-44 Bama in a shootout. This is going to be great. I'm confident this could be a shootout game. And, I see you back there, Jeff, in the zone. When they put me on, I'm going to mute it so I can talk to him and y'all can hear. But what's up?
Yeah, what's up?
Not much, man. How you doing?
Hey, good, man. You're just chilling right now. So, read some right now.
Today we're going to be doing a Dreamland score prediction day. I just hung up the phone a couple of minutes ago with New Life Art, and they are excited, obviously, man. You got so many special moments. It's a historic season. Knock on wood, it continues. Brian was looking to see if he might knock.
We're still waiting. What's on your mind, real quick?
Oh, man. Well, we got that college football game next Monday. You excited?
Yeah, man, I'm ready for it. Let's go. Bama. Yeah. I'm pulling for him.
I think so.
In a big shootout. This is going to be a historic game, I think.
Yeah, I think one of the best.
I'm probably going to piss off some Tide fans here.
Yeah.
Because I expect a shootout.
Yeah, same.
Just wait till you hear my score.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
From the Crimson Tradition, that was Nick Saban's first.
We're just waiting for the phone to come in. The phone line.
This is the full-size print, right? So we're putting that not in the grand prize package. We're already going to print in there for that. But how about those score prediction contests? So we're putting that in there. We'll also do the 2021 calendar. Southern L House with Justin, Cal, Brad, Fred. Brad was able to give me a gift card last night, so we're putting that into the weekly score prediction contest. We're doing a Nips gift card, Robo's Car Wash, Dreamland gift card.
Dreamland.
All about it, man. It's a national championship. Prize cabinet. Greatly appreciate
What's up?
You guys for.
Well, it's going to be a great game for sure.
Bill, Robert.
I'm going to mute you.
Yeah.
I'm going to mute you so that way I can talk to them in a minute.
Yeah, for sure on the phone.
For 2 days. We're
All
gonna
right.
see Tuesday.
Just give me a minute after I hang up.
Want to get the prediction in. I get it. We'll do it for 2 days. We don't normally do this, but I mean, when you're fighting for the 18th national title in school history, it's always special. Robert, I hope you're having a great afternoon.
It's not really 18 titles, I don't think.
Hey, man.
I don't buy that.
You made a faux pas there. You said if Alabama brings home the Heisman Trophy, I think you meant to say when Alabama brings home. I did. I'm glad you corrected me. Thank you. Yeah, just keep you up your keep you straight there, buddy. That's all it is. Depends on now. I mean, think about March 9th. We're going to be doing from tonight. We're going to be doing 6 to 7 with a Heisman ceremony, and we will carry the announcement live, being our affiliation with ESPN. So we're allowed to do that. So we will be live setting it up, and then we will go to ESPN for the announcement and the speech. And then I can't even call it a Heisman celebration, but we're going to come back post-Heisman and have a little bit of a reaction. And could you imagine if somebody else wins it, if they split the vote and, half of it goes to Mac and half of it goes to Devontae and Kyle Trask or Trevor Lawrence slips through the back door? Because you got to remember, this vote was submitted weeks ago. Yeah, that's always a flaw. It is a flaw. It is a flaw. You're absolutely right. We should wait until after the season to vote. Yeah, had they done that, Deshaun Watson would have won the Heisman. Was one I could think of.
So they're probably fixing to put me on here. I don't know. They've been saying my name a couple times with who they got on the lines. So let's see.
You let them be the last thing you do, and when you got all the full body of work to consider, but it's one of the many flaws in college football that to consider. Again, it's just another one of the many accolades that Nick Saban is. Because it's much of a coach's trophy too, as it is an athlete's trophy. Because usually it's very seldom you have a Gray Ivory candidate for winner without a real outstanding coach. Sometimes it happens, but but Nick Saban to taking Alabama from 0 Heisman winner the entire history of the school. So now this will be his third one, and a couple others that were in the running. Again, it just shows the greatness of Nick Saban and the things he's been able to do. It's just this streak he's on is just unparalleled by anything imaginable. And to go back to Devontae, again, the guy has so transcended second and 26. It's just amazing for something that great, and it's becoming lesser of his accomplishment. It's one of the lesser of its accomplishments now, because it's something you just catch the winning catch, go in a national championship. Like Dwight, Dwight. I kept that last name. I want to say Dwight Howard. The catch in for San Francisco. Well, that's what he's known for. That's all he's known for. But Devontae had also a similar catch, and he's transcended it. It's just, that's just amazing. And I went back. I've said this. I've said it multiple times. But the national championship game after Georgia, Devontae was in the locker room. I walked up to him, got an interview with him, and he was such a just quiet, respectful individual. He would give you an interview, but he's not. Kind of Amari. That's
what I've read too. Devontae's not one to talk a whole lot.
And I don't know if he shy's the word. It just I don't think it takes them enough to say their words.
He's a man. He's a man of few words. He ain't shy. He just doesn't speak a whole lot when he's asked a question. He sums it up and gets on with it.
More than he did his team, and same thing with Mac Jones. So either way, it's going to be a great evening. Devontae Smith seems to be trending, and we'll have that announcement tonight. Robert, tiebreaker. What do you think? Oh, wow. I want to do something unusual, but it's hard to do anything unusual these days. We're on Devontae Smith's show. We'll go with Devontae Smith receiving yards. And if Alabama takes care of business, then I'd say him get at least 145 yards receiving. All right, so Smith receiving. I know it's been all right, so there we go. And Ohio State's
this is gonna be great.
Kind of scary. It was extremely scary in that game against Clemson, because they just
it really showed out that in a way I guess from very few people was expecting. So he's like you guys mentioned about the risk of the quarterback. And yeah, that's for the score prediction, it depends how healthy is Justin Fields. And can you imagine being a Georgia fan watching Justin Fields right now?
I'm not even on here to troll or nothing, Dad. I'm dead serious with this call today. So I don't even remember what I called in a few months ago to talk about anyway, but
of not finding a way to get the side of things.
Yeah, it's extremely disappointing. You had a Heisman candidate quarterback on your field, and somehow he got away from you.
Robert, I got breaking news here. Matt Bennett and AL.com and also John Talty. I'm just going to read it as it literally comes across. Their title of this, I always like to double check, but this is breaking 12 seconds ago. I'll just read it straight point blank to you. COVID-19 concerns threaten to disrupt national title game. The latest twist of a season full of disruptions. There are COVID-19 related concerns that threaten to disrupt Monday's national championship game between Alabama and Ohio State.
Oh, great.
There are concerns related to Ohio State player availability for the game, according to sources setting up a massive decision less than a week away from the game that's scheduled to kick off in Miami. Ohio State has informed key parties involved that it could be without a position group due to COVID-19 tested and related protocols. There have been discussions among the SEC, Big Ten, the College Football Playoff, and the schools related to possibly postponing the January the 11th title game. This is sources say through a final.
I think the Buckeyes might be a bit scared.
Has yet to be reached.
They might be scared. Hold on.
Well, and let me say this, Robert. I gotta always. I mean, you listen to the show. You know, I'm a non-plagiarism guy, so I got to go back and credit John Talty and Matt Zenitz for this. So Matt Zenitz and John Talty, AL.com, is now reporting COVID-19 concerns. And Robert, let me say this, and I'll add to it.
AL.com. Hold on.
I heard about this about an hour prior to going on the air with someone that I spoke to that said the SEC and the Big Ten are kind of going back and forth on this.
As serious as COVID is, let's just be real here. If you duck out of this title game, you are scared of Alabama, Ohio State. I'm sorry.
Of their football team. So, one more time, if COVID-19 concerns threaten to disrupt national title game, here we go. We get the Buckeyes in. Robert, you were our first score prediction. I mean, we're having to make decisions here, Brian. What do you think? You think we should push this score prediction off to find out exactly you want to? What do you think, Robert?
I don't even know.
I mean, I'm sitting here debating this on the air because things are breaking. I tell you what, I'll make the executive decision. Let's push it off a day. Let's see if let's push it back a day because I just don't feel like it's fair. People having
this might affect and have big effects on what I can say on here. Because I was going to give my score prediction and everything, obviously. If he's going to push this guy.
Yeah, that's really convenient for Ohio State. You get to push it out a couple of weeks.
Well, just
Fields gets a little more time.
No, this is
awfully convenient.
This is the Buckeyes, man. This is why I said what I did because it's not just, and I've got Bobby Carpenter, which is an alum of that program. But you go back and you look at Ohio State. They have also, and the Big Ten, they have mismanaged it so poorly that these are the type of scenarios that set up. And as you said, it's awful convenient. Robert, we'll push back the score prediction contest. So,
yeah, I think it's a bit of like the LSU and like Michigan. You were with that guy who said the father. You're around here, right? You right?
It's fake news. But Robert, I appreciate you, man.
All right, man.
Hold your prediction. We will do it. We will do it Dreamland Score Prediction Day. But We will get back to phone calls, Greg in Athens. I'm going to get your reaction. We'll get all Christian in Florida, David in Tampa. But breaking news, John Talty and AL.com, COVID-19 concerns when you talk about pushing this back. That's been I'll say this. This is not the first I've heard of it. These guys were able to go on record at AL.com. But there it is. So COVID-19 concerns threaten to disrupt the national title game. John Talty, Matt Zenith in the latest list of season full of disruption. There is a concern on Ohio State. We'll take your phone calls. Lines up right now, 205-342-9904. This is Tuscaloosa's longest-running sports show. I'm Ryan Fowler. This is the game on Tide 100.9, the home of Alabama Crimson Tide Sports.
Foster's Veterinary Clinic's Dr.
Another commercial.
Foster's Veterinary Clinic is a small animal practice providing full veterinary medical and surgical services.
I'll probably be next up, though. Who knows? I don't know. They keep mentioning me or whoever else is online.
Located just 10 minutes from downtown Tuscaloosa in the Foster's Supermarket Center on Highway 11. Foster's Veterinary Clinic with Dr. Jimmy Gannett. Foster'sVeterinaryClinic.com.
Don't worry. I've got you covered. When you have nausea.
They got stupidest. I think Ohio State's probably ducking this. Okay, I'm not even I'm not saying they're not going to have any COVID or anything like that, but for a championship game, you're going to let this happen? Come on, against Bama, no less. First off, it's 2021. And we're still dealing with this somehow. I don't know. I thought this was for a 1-year only deal. But it is what it is. I mean, if they do end up canceling this game or postponing it, I'm going to be mad. If Ohio State cancels this game, Bama could claim this and it'd be realistic because they would forfeit, right? Is that fair to say? I'll probably mention that with Ryan Fowler if I can. I mean, I really wanted to call up and talk to him about this matchup. Vet says no. Is that about what I just said about like Bama could claim this if Ohio State quits?
Or contact them off of Foster's Industrial Drive here in Tuscaloosa. It's Brian Hart Construction.
Before you drive the all-new Nissan Rogue, you gotta ask yourself.
I drive a Ford, though.
We talking C1 with nature in the desert Rogue? Go snowshoeing in Alaska Rogue? Or take a long way home just because kind of Rogue? Just a question. So with 5 available drive modes, you're sure to find the answer. Go Rogue in the all-new, fiercely reimagined 2021 Nissan Rogue. Now with the most standard safety features in its class. The owner's manual for safety information, auto-specific segmentation, 2021 Nissan Rogue versus latest in-market competitors, base models compared.
Me, but also you. The Pharaoh fast forwards his favorite foreign film. Powder donut. Okay.
Bama plays Florida tonight, men's basketball, 7 Eastern. That'll be good.
Oh, man. It's a tongue twister, huh? I'm sorry. I'm going to need a few more minutes. Bulbous Walrus. The Bulbous Walrus.
The name your price tool. Only from Progressive.
The owl ran afoul of the comatose coxswain.
Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and affiliates. Price and coverage match limited by state law.
We understand that everyone wants to get the very best price on their next vehicle purchase. That's why Tuscaloosa Toyota develops one price, one place. How does it work? We give you our lowest price first. It's posted in the window of every car or just 2 clicks away at TuscaloosaToyota.com. It's the simplest, most hassle-free way to buy. One price, one place, only at Tuscaloosa Toyota and TuscaloosaToyota.com.
Alabama Credit Union. It's AlabamaCU.com. skip the line. Use the online banking and mobile app, whether it's deposit, checking account balances, transfer the funds, manage transactions, pay the bills, locate the branches and the ATMs. It's alabamacu.com. The app is incredible. I use it all the time as we count down the start of college football here in Tuscaloosa, always sponsored by Alabama Credit Union, alabamacu.com.
With Taco Casa, it's not really that because it's made fresh every day in the store. The quality hasn't changed.
Buccaneers wildcard game against Washington Redskins, or football team, this Saturday night at 8:15. I'm looking forward to it. Titans Ravens will be good on Sunday. So we got the Colts and the Bills on Saturday. We got the Rams and the Seahawks on Saturday, and we got the Washington and the Bucks. Then Sunday we got the Ravens and the Titans, Bears and Saints, Browns and Steelers. These will be good games. Those are the wild cards. And of course, some teams waiting as far as the Chiefs in the divisional round. In the division round, the teams that have already made that are. Well, I guess they don't have it on here yet. I mean, you got teams like the Chiefs, the Packers. I guess that's it. Everyone else is playing in the wild card. Clinch division and bye. Yeah, so only the Packers and the Chiefs got buys.
Available for assisted living or patients living at home who take numerous medications. The Pharmacy at Midtown with TJ Thomas.
Buying some pretzels?
Excuse me?
This is your wake-up call from Trackphone Wireless.
Okay.
If you didn't eat all those pretzels by the end of the month, they'll get stored at the back. Good luck. That's how some wireless companies are with your data, but Trackphone Wireless gives you unlimited.
I see in the back room what you just posted there, Alan. Sorry to keep you in the back room so long, but I do want to get this phone call in. So he said if Ohio State cancels, wouldn't Clemson get their spot? I don't know. Someone's got to play in that championship against Bama, right? No, they'd have to find time to reschedule. You don't just take Clemson and put them in there because they didn't win the semifinal. So, no, they don't. I guess if Ohio State forfeits the game or can't play or whatever, Bama's your champion. That's not biased. That's just stating how it should be, sir. I mean, so I'll talk to Ryan about this Heisman thing tonight and talk to him a little bit about this game and what I expect. I expect a good offensive shootout. I want to see that. And I think, honestly, that's what I think would happen. And if you want to call me crazy, that's fine. But probably be on right here.
3325 Scala Boulevard and online at TuscaloosaToyota.com. The one price, one place promise. Get the best price up front. No back and forth hassle. 3-day exchange program. Many different things out there to talk about. Today's the Heisman celebration that we will do live tonight. I do appreciate Joe Gaither and our market president, David Bose, for giving me some opportunity. Mark Hughes and I are going to be hosting the Alabama tradition. We're going to make it a Heisman reaction. We will carry that live. We will hear the announcement, and then we'll come back post for a reaction. So we're going to be extending the show. I can promise you at least till 7:30. And we may go longer, we may go shorter, but no, we're not going to go shorter. We'll go at least 30 minutes post announcement for a reaction. So a special show as we get things started. We got Jalen Waddle returning to practice.
Heck
we're
yeah.
talking about the possibility there. Nick Saban, Tony, ESPN. Now we have got a new twist coming from Matt Zenitz, AL.com. Also John Talty. Maybe I said it backwards there. John Talty and Matt Zenitz, however, giving those guys credit. In the latest twist of season full of disruptions, there are COVID-19 related concerns that threaten to disrupt Monday's national championship game between Alabama and Ohio State. There are concerns related to Ohio State's player availability for the game. According to sources, setting up a massive decision less than a week away from the game that is scheduled to kick off in Miami next Monday. So Ohio State having some issues. You could look at it from a couple different ways. You could look at it and say, well, Justin Fields will be healthier, but also you get more time to get Jalen Waddle back, right? I still think they should play it. I just think that Ohio State has mismanaged this so much. The smallest record player in the world says, my heart bleeds for you. Let's play the game. Reagan Athens, good afternoon. You're in the game.
That's
Good
the guy
afternoon,
I think
Ryan.
he was
Thank you for
mentioning
taking my
before
call
my
and
name
before I address
earlier.
the shenanigans, and the Buckeye State.
I'm probably
Let
up
me first
next.
say, send my condolences out to the family of Zach Anthony Green, who's a local guy up here in Athens, and one of the biggest Tide fans, and he has been battling COVID since the first week of November, and it just he finally succumbed to the ravages of that and passed away early this morning. And he was a true Bama fan. He hated no one. He loved everyone and was the perfect example of how we all should be in life and dealing with our fellow fans. So my condolences to his family.
Well, and let me echo that. I know I sent you a message. My friend Rudy Arman's also very close to Zach. I think they're in the North Alabama Crimson Tide fan club. That they do a great job, and I think Zach's a part of that. And just I didn't get a chance to know him like you guys. I knew him through Facebook and some of the other things, but everything I read, just a great guy. My friend Dinon is also friends with Zach from up there. Freddie Kirby, also from up in that area.
I'm patiently waiting here. Just if you're just
watching
tuning in, we're calling Tide 100.9. It's
Zach. So I know he's touched a lot of different lives.
Alabama Crimson Tide Sports Radio.
He will leave behind.
This is the game with Ryan Fowler we're calling.
Yeah, so the only position group that's truly
I'm probably
affected
the next in
by
line here
COVID up in Columbus,
for the
Ohio,
call.
is the quarterback and specifically Justin Fields. Anything that comes out of there talking about delay is delay for Justin Fields' benefit. Now, they won't ever tell you what's wrong with him or the extent of his injuries, but that's the only reason why they're doing this. That's it. And
I'm understanding that the SEC, and I heard about this as part of the article here. There's been a discussion amongst the SEC and the Big Ten. The SEC says let's play it, guys. Big Ten says let's push it back. We'll see. Bill Hancock that kind of walks that PR line. We'll see if the executive director he's got a big decision to make.
Yeah, it's you take every week as it comes, and if God forbid something had happened to Mac Jones after the last game, we still have this game to play, and we would play. So Kentucky played all year without enough people, and so did Mississippi State. So you play with what you got, and you do your best. And if you're so righteous and focused on the need to feel like you deserve to be there, then this is not a roadblock for you.
I agree.
Show up, put your big boy pants on, and play the game. And if you win, you win. If you don't, then you tip your cap.
But see, this was the risk when you allow them to do. This goes back to the college football playoff committee and the director. This is what happens when you allow these type of shenanigans, as you said, to go on, right? This is the responsibility on them. They're the ones who made this executive decision, and then also the Big Ten of kind of loosening up the restrictions, allowing them to go and play the Big Ten championship. This goes back to not Ohio State. This goes back to great fine Texas. The college football playoff headquarters. This is on them. They screwed the pooch.
So we're still on the line here with Ryan Fowler of the game, Tide 100.9.
And so somebody's going to man up and
pretty much
playing this
the
game.
Alabama
Monday,
athletics, mainly
either Joe
football,
Lumberty or Perfect, which I don't want to win with that.
radio station, like the main radio station and everything.
I mean, it's irritating to
So-
watch Ohio State do this. I mean, they're not the most powerful, but we're pretending we're rolling out the red carpet to cater to them. They have mismanaged from the get-go.
Here's the thing, medically speaking. Let's just say, for the sake of this discussion, that what they're saying is true.
What's up, Golden Blue Dude? How you doing, man?
Is test everybody.
Good seeing you in here. They set a date for the 18th, just in case. Yeah.
They haven't said that all of their group have tested positive for COVID. Okay.
So they set it
So
for a
they
week
tout
later,
this in very,
basically.
very generic terms, and it's all done for the benefit of Justin Fields. So here's the other thing. So I watched that game, and I watched Justin get hit, and my first thought is, where in the world is a flak jacket? Do these quarterbacks not wear those things anymore?
I think it may be a little thinner. It used to be so noticeable, right? You'd watch it, you'd see it sticking out of their jersey. I still think a lot of those guys wear it. I know AJ.
Ain't nobody wearing them. Yeah.
Wore one. I know Tua wore one some, but I'm trying to think if
But he didn't have one on, right? He had on a T-shirt or something form-fitting underneath, and it was just his jersey.
yeah, and I'm trying
When
to.
he got hit, you could see his body cave. He did not have
Yeah, I saw that
any
Golden Blue Dude, the
protective gear
tournament gonna
But
take
I
place
get
in
why.
Indiana.
I wonder if some
That's
quarterbacks
nice.
do it, some don't. But they do. I'm looking through photos right now that I have on my screen, and some players do it, but a lot of your quarterbacks. I mean, Mac Jones wears a, some.
coming Monday, and they should blitz him and drive him to the point where he can't throw a forward pass.
Oh, Greg. We all think that, but we're not supposed to say it, right?
Well, I don't want to break like
That's right. All right. I hear you. Thank you, Greg.
Yeah. I mean, you just look at Greg McElroy when he played against Texas.
It's Ohio State doing something that we all kind of expected. And I saw it last week when they were starting to put tentative dates out there for January the 18th. And I thought to myself, wonder what they're doing. It's all part of the thing. Thank you, Greg.
Thank you, and it really is to Ohio State's benefit.
Come on, just move on with the calls.
Because if they somehow get it postponed, those Alabama players.
Oh, I didn't even know you were in South Carolina going to Blue Dude. That's cool, man.
The judgment day for Ohio
But
State.
it's not the impact of the cancellation of the postponement. I mean, you got the NFL decision. You got the NFL combine. All these kids go 24 hours later to get ready for the NFL draft and the NFL combine to go through the preparation phase. So it's a lot of long season.
It also affects the integrity of the game.
It does. It's great.
What's left of it.
Yeah. Thank you, Greg.
All right. Thank you. Roll time.
Right back to you, Greg in Athens. Let's go to in Florida. Christian, I appreciate you being patient. It's not normally like this, but I do appreciate you inside the game.
Yes, sir. I appreciate you having me on, Mr. Ryan Fowler. How you doing? How's Tide Nation doing? Y'all ready for that championship?
We are. Well, we hope we're ready for it, right? I mean, we're
Yeah, I mean, I heard you break the news a few minutes ago about this whole, and I get COVID and everything, but I mean, a championship game now, and it's Ohio. I mean, Ohio State probably knows what's coming their way on Monday night, right?
Well, sometimes you delay the butt whipping, right?
Right. Although I will say, you've been asking for some score predictions. I hope we get. I just want it to be entertaining. I don't want to sit there like at halftime saying, "Oh, it's already over." I want this to be great. I want it to be good. And honestly, I think Ohio State's really going to break Alabama's defense and put some points up. And I got a final score prediction of like maybe 51-44. I think it's going to be a shootout. I really do. And As far as the Heisman, real quick.
All right, let me also break in here, and this is just going to be one of those days, man.
Okay.
Pete Thamel, which writes a lot of stories. I believe he is, I was about to say Sports Illustrated, but I think he's with Yahoo. Pete Thamel, according to his sources right now, he says, as of right now, Ohio State planning on playing in the title game as scheduled on January the 11th.
Okay, so they still plan.
There's been COVID-19 issues at Ohio State, but not enough to postpone the game. This is obviously COVID-19 time, and things can change. That's coming from Pete Thamel. That story just now breaking. Another
well,
one.
that's okay. So that's some good news if they still plan on playing the game. So they're not opting out or quitting or anything like that. But still, I mean, we got 6 days now, so a lot could happen between now and then. But I think if they do play the game, which I think they will, as long as first off, you got to give a lot of credit. That took guts for Justin Fields with a broken rib or at least bruised, is what I heard. Either way, you get an injury like that, you should be out. But he played, and he played well with that. That took guts. And, I mean, I think it's going to be a great game. And as great as Bama's defense has been, Ohio State's offense is something else. And I really think that, I think Bama pulls it out and wins, but I think they're going to break Bama's defense. I got a final score of 51-44 Bama in a shootout in a really good championship game.
Well, I'll tell you what, Christian, can we, will you do me a favor and call back when we're doing the score prediction? Because we've kind of had to postpone a little bit discussing all this news. So if you would do that as a favor, I do appreciate the score. But can you call back and we'll do it? We'll either do it tomorrow and Thursday, or we'll do it Thursday and Friday.
Sure. Thank you.
Thank you, Christian. Yep. We appreciate you calling. Stay in the Sunshine State. David, Tampa. David, good afternoon, man.
Whatever. It's out there now. I'm not going to call back, but there, I spoiled my prediction video, which I will make and premiere later on this week. But yeah, probably somewhere. It's going to be a high scoring game. But anyway, I wanted to do that for you guys. I did it just for y'all so you could hear me call up. Nothing major on this call, but call up later and give the same score prediction or something. What do you say, Thursday? Anyway, you still back there?
Yep.
You good?
Yeah, I'm good. But the only thing that'd be much funnier, is if you call Paul Feinbaum right now.
I can't get in on Feinbaum right now. Those circuits are busy. Please try your call again later.
I'm pretty sure I can do it.
Yeah. You hack systems is what you do. You hack stuff somehow. I don't know how you do it. But yeah. Did you get in the phone lines? Are you? I'm not calling Feinbaum. I already made a phone call on a show today. I might do Feinbaum at some point though. But anyway, I think I don't know. You got anything else to talk about today, Striker? Because I think I'm gonna get off here pretty soon.
Yeah, I ain't got nothing else to talk about.
Yeah, just ready for that championship and the Heisman and everything.
Yeah. Oh, it says I got in on my first try.
What?
I got in on I'm on hold with Paul Feinbaum on first try.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
Did you say Allen or did you say Striker as your name when they asked?
Striker.
This is gonna be great.
Yeah.
So you're on hold right now.
Yeah.
Nice words for Georgia for next year's playoffs. Check out that video. I'll check out your video a little later on, Golden Blue Dude.
It's just a bunch of commercials right now.
Yeah.
Jeff, I'm not talking to him. I'm literally on hold, waiting, just listening to stuff. Listen and talk. I'm not on the phone with him yet.
Yeah.
Better go, Paul.
Anyway, I think I'm let's see, on here almost 2 hours, so I think I'm gonna try to go ahead and end the stream here, man. Appreciate you coming on.
No problem.
Yep, we'll see you.
See ya.
Thanks, Striker. Appreciate everyone else for coming on here. Really appreciate it. And that'll do it for this week's or I don't know. I could do another one. I don't know. I got on. That I was just talking with them, Jeff, in the zone. I guess you must have missed that. I don't know. Bryce will probably be pretty good next year, Adam. I'm sure. So anyway, I appreciate all you guys for coming on and talking some sports with me. Thanks, Striker. Appreciate you coming on, and Jeff in the zone as well. Thanks everyone for showing up. Hope y'all have a good day. Please hit that like and hit the subscribe button for more sports content. And if you want, you can hit that bell as well. Get notified when I go live or post a new video. And yeah, that'll pretty much do it. Appreciate all you guys. Love you guys. And we'll see you later on. Have a great day. Roll Tide Roll. We'll see you.